Good morning, everybody. My name is Robin and welcome to my channel, Bird's Eye Stitches. This is a channel about cross stitch, so if you are new here, then welcome. I hope you are here because you have a love of cross stitch like I do. And if you're returning, also welcome. It's going to feel like you are new here because I feel like I'm new here because it's been so long since I have done a video. It has been literally months. So whether you are new or returning, welcome to my channel. Thank you for taking the time to spend a little bit of your day with me, and hopefully you are having a fantastic Sunday. Today is Sunday. It is June 20th, 2021. It's been so long, I feel like I had to say that it's 2021. It's Father's Day, so if you celebrate Father's Day, then happy Father's Day. I hope it is fantastic. And at my house, we're not big celebrators in general, but we do have a kiddo, so we will be doing something for Father's Day, probably go to lunch, go to Costco, fairly normal Sunday, but it will be low-key with hopefully minimal housework, a little bit of stitching later, and a good lunch for my husband, so can't beat that. Let's see. I will not take the time to go into what I've been doing the last few months because this would be a long video, or maybe not that long because my life's not really all that exciting, to be honest. But just to those of you who have taken the time to check in with me over the past few months, either on Instagram, which I'm never on. One day I'll be better and be on Instagram, but I'm hardly ever on that thing. I always say I want to get in, I was gonna say get into the gram, get my gram on. I just never get on there. But anyway, if you've taken the time to check in on Instagram or on Facebook or email, just thank you for checking in. Know that I have been well and I have loved hearing from all of you guys. I have not been watching that much Flosstube, to be honest. Trying to get caught up, I guess you could say. I've been watching some of my favorite Flosstubers over the last week or two, and it's been so long since I've really been watching videos that I feel like everything is brand new. Like everything that I see, I'm like, ooh, what's that? It's all new and exciting because I haven't seen it in a few months, short of just, on the Facebook groups and things like that. So that has been really fun. I have been stitching. I have a few finishes to show you, bird wall finishes. As you can see, I have a empty thing behind me that needs to be filled with birds to start the bird wall. So I will show you some of those. I'll show you what I've been working on over the last week or two for my whips. And then haul a little bit. I have been buying, where I may not have been stitching over the past few months. I have been buying. I will not show you everything I have purchased over the past 3 months because I don't think anyone wants to sit there and watch a haul that size. It would be like a 3-hour long haul video. No. So I will show you what I got in my most recent haul and we'll go from there. Also, I'm going to try not to mess with my hair too much. I realized I didn't bring a ponytail holder with me and I've still not gotten my hair cut. Literally nothing has changed. This is going to be just like a video from whenever I had my last video. My hair is still growing. It's still getting in my face. I need to get it cut. It's what it is. Okay. All right, top of my pile is finishes. So I have a few finishes over the past maybe month and a half, 2 months. The first one is not a bird. This is the only one that is not a bird. I finished the Country Cottage Needleworks Glitter House number 8. Looks like this. I did not have my tripod this morning. When I went to film, I have no idea where the heck it went. It's around here somewhere. So I have my phone like very precariously perched like on these boxes in front of me. So hopefully you don't fall. I will be ready for the next video. But if you put it off and you say it has to be perfect, we'll just never get on here. So it's okay. All right, glitter houses. Mine it's a pink house, but beyond that, it doesn't look all that similar. I stitched mine on a piece of leftover fabric, a 32 count vanilla latte by hand dyed by Stephanie. It is opalescent. Now, this is the only one that I'm doing on this color fabric. I am gonna do all of the houses in the Glitter Village one day, and they're all on a different color opalescent fabric. So this one, because it's vanilla latte, the white doesn't exactly stand out. It stands out more in person, I think, than it does on camera. Looks like this. I used a mix of called for and whatever I had in my stash. But I can see the white in person, on camera, so. But the rest of them I have slotted for kind of darker colored fabric, so I think that the snow will pop out a little bit more. Either way, I was excited to get the first one done. In fact, let's see if we can hold. Yeah, you can see the white a little bit better here. Looks like that. I have shifted in this room. I used to be to where the window was directly behind me, which was probably better for lighting. I gotta figure out a lighting thing. So right now I have the sun to the side of me. It's fine for this moment, but as the sun, you know, I live in Arizona, the sun is hot right now. Like, it's already over 100 degrees outside and it's like 8 a.m. It's crazy. But as that sun starts to make its way around, the lighting's gonna get a little weird, so we should be wrapped up by then. But anyway. All right, next finish. Finish number 1 for bird wall. Let's see. Gosh, I finished this one like 2 months ago. I haven't looked at it in a long time. I forgot how much I like it. Anyway, this is Lovebirds. It is from Just Cross Stitch, February 2021. Try not to show that. This is what it looks like in the magazine. Mine, of course, looks absolutely nothing like this. I love the monochromatic pieces. I love the dark fabric and the white, absolutely beautiful. But when I saw these birds, I just felt like I needed to use some color because you all know I love bright colors. So I pulled everything that I did on this piece was from Stash. I had a piece of 32 count mallow linen from Picture This Plus, and then just a bunch of flosses that I felt went good together. Okay, here they are. These are Lovebirds. Well, the pattern is called Lovebirds. I say because of the blue that I used, they kind of look like pigeons. So these are the Love Pigeons or the Lovebirds. And I just really love how they turned out. I don't know how I'm gonna frame these because it would be fun to do. Maybe I'll buy the frame and then have a custom mat or something like that so it can make that kind of heart shape. I don't know. But it is done and I would like to put it up because I just love them. I love the Lovebirds or the Love Pigeons. Both work. All right, my last finish is also a bird for the bird wall here. Let's see. This is Madame Chantilly's Berries and Robins. Looks something like this. Sorry, it's not quite focused. There we go. This one. Okay. I don't know if I wrote down the fabric that I used for this one. I'll have to find it. I know I've talked about it, of course, before, many moons ago, but mine is on a different color fabric, clearly. And I just love how this one turned out. Try to bring it a little closer. So this bird right here, this little bird cracks me up. His face, when I was stitching him, I remember messaging my friends and saying, what is wrong with this bird's face? But now he's my favorite. He just has a little bit more spunk, a little bit more personality to him. So I love him. I think that this was the first bird piece that I finished actually. And so you know, it says home. It is absolutely perfect. I don't think this one's gonna go on the bird wall. I actually think this is gonna go downstairs in the entryway because the colors match my house and it's just a really cute welcome to our home type piece. So I need to iron this thing, cut it, whole 9 yards, but the piece is finished and I am very excited to get it framed and displayed. So that is the finishes that I have, only 3. I think this is going to be a fairly short video, which is okay. 3 finishes though, I was happy with that. Beyond those, what have I been working on? I have been working on a piece for the magazine monthly cross stitch challenge group. I always forget about the cross stitch piece of that group name, but last month in May, the theme was May flowers. And so I started this piece last month. It is called Spring Has Sprung. It is from, let's see, The World of Cross Stitching. It's an old issue, The World of Cross Stitching. It says issue number 40, which doesn't help anybody, I know, but it is this one. And I think I just lost the page. See, I told you it's going to be like I'm new and you're new all together. There it is. Okay, Spring Has Sprung. It is by, I do not know, Claire Comerford. Claire Comerford. Let's see if we can hold this up. Go. Looks like this. You know that this one called to me because it has bright yellow flowers. It has a bird, an adorable bird, and it was just perfect for May flowers. So I'm stitching mine on a piece of, picture this, plus 28 count linen in the color Carnival. Maybe an even weave. Let's see. There we go. All right, I am this far. You can see I've gotten a little bit of the yellow done in the flower and a fair amount of the basket, and then just a little bit of the ribbon here. So that is where I am at on this. I have not pulled anything for the month of June for the Magazine Monthly Challenge. The theme for June is summer, I believe. I should know this. Yes, it is summer. I haven't pulled anything for that. I think I'm actually just going to continue to work on this piece. It's summery. There's yellow, there's flowers, summer-esque. I don't know. But it is already June 20th, and so I don't want to pull too many things in the way of plans because right now my only plan is to continue stitching, get caught up in the land of Flosstube and the cross stitch community because I've missed everybody, and to get back on here in a week. That's really my only goal. So I'll keep working on this guy because I'm enjoying it and I would love to see it finished and framed. The theme for next month in the Magazine Monthly Challenge is, it's July, so it's Christmas in July. You know I love the Christmas stitching, so I will 100% be pulling some pieces for July for the acrostic and for the theme because I never need an excuse to work on Christmas. So that will have to happen. All right, the last thing I have been working on has been my temperature tree. Carolyn, Seazook Stitch, Carolyn warned me when I wanted to do the temperature tree. She warned me. It was maybe not in my forte only because I would have to stick with it all the time. I couldn't just put it away and pick it up in 10 years. I mean, you can do that. I kind of did do that because when I picked it back up, I realized I was only in the month of February for my stitching. So you could tell exactly, it was kind of funny actually, where I had left off on my tree, I felt was a perfect snapshot of where I had left off in the land of stitching, or the land of, you know, the cross stitch community. It was right there in stitching. So it has been almost therapeutic to pick the tree back up and to get, I won't say caught up, but to put stitches into it and to start working towards being caught up. So anyway, Temperature Tree by Stitching Mommy. This is where I'm at right now. I, over the last few weeks, have finished the whole base of the tree because that still had some work to do. And then when I left off, I'd done all of January and like this much of February. So I did the rest of the February leaves, and then I have finished the March branch, and this is the April branch. I am planning to stitch all of the leaves for March. Could you tell I just had to count that? January, February, March. So I'm gonna do all the leaves to March over this next week, and then continue to stitch these branches. So hopefully I will be caught up in the very near future. But I do really love this tree. I love the look of it. I love the fabric, which I don't remember what the fabric is called. It's written down. It's somewhere in my Garan bag. I will let you know next time, so I'm not having to dig through that, but this is where I am at. What cracks me up are these 3 little pink leaves. So I don't know if I pulled the wrong color or what the deal was, but for some reason, these 3 days were like our only cold days so far this year. It was in January. I want to say we were in like the 40s to 50s, which for here is very cold. And it's funny that the color for that is pink, but they really stand out amongst the rest of the leaves. So if I was caught up, we would be in sauna land because it's seriously 120 degrees every single day. It's nuts. It's okay though. I chose to live here. I do not have to shovel any snow. I do love the sun. I do love the warmth, but it's a little hot. And I will be taking advantage of the heat by hermiting up inside, as I call it, with my air conditioning, and being very thankful that I have air conditioning and a place to hermit and stitching to do. So, all right, quick video. Like I said, that is all of my finishes. Those are all of my whips over the last couple of weeks. Teeny tiny little bit of haul. I did some shopping. Funny. So I did some shopping on the Garan website because that's where I pretty much buy everything from nowadays, including my t-shirts. This is not sponsored. Just happens to be what I woke up and what I was wearing today. But anyway, I watched a video from, where did I see this one? No. In fact, it might have even been Lindy Stitches. I was watching the Lindy Stitches video where she showed the Saltwater Scrapbook. I saw it. I had to have it. It was sold out on her website, so I went on to Gary's website, Garan Stitchery, and they had it. So the Saltwater Scrapbook, it reminded me a lot of a Hawk Run Hollow, except it didn't have houses. So if you know me, that's perfect because I love the Hawk Run Hollows. I own a few of them. I will one day stitch them. But the houses, I can't handle the houses. It really takes me a minute to like, let's stitch a house. These, nice and blocky. Sorry for the glare. But no houses. Instead, it's got pirates and birds and squirrels. So can't beat that. If you haven't seen these, I'm sure you've seen these. They're everywhere. But this is the one from Lindy Stitches. Try this side. Okay, that's better. A little bit. So the one from Lindy Stitches, my favorite blocks from this one are, of course, the seagulls. And the pirate is adorable, but my favorite block by far is the seagulls. And then it was a partnership with the Blue Flower, who I also love. Her squares look like this. I'll pull these out of the plastic for next time. But my favorite squares from this one are the squirrels because they're adorable, and this octopus. How cute is he? Yeah. I kind of want to stitch the octopus first. I don't know if I'm going to stitch these all together like it calls for or break them up. I have no idea, but I saw them and I had to have them. When I went onto Gary's site, I typed in the word saltwater so I could find these and stumbled upon this piece of floss. It's called Saltwater Taffy by Weeks Dye Works. Looks like this. And I have been trying to pick up a new fancy floss, just a new cotton fancy floss every time that I buy anything, just to kind of build up my own collection. I love DMC, I use it all the time, but you know I really like to sub in colors, and so I like to have a nice collection to pull from when I need to do those color subs. So Saltwater Taffy, it's a really pretty pink brown mix. Colors are right up my alley. No idea what I will ever use it for right now. It's just gonna go in my stash. So that was my haul from Garan. Not too horrible. I do already have another haul on the way because he just had a bag sale and I picked up a bag. No bag can travel alone, so I picked up a few, I think maybe 2 patterns and a piece of fabric or something like that. So that should be in any day, because if you ever shop with him, you know he is lightning fast with shipping, so it will probably be here in the next day or 2. That's really all that I have. That's it for the land of stitching. Who's been keeping me sane, I guess you could say, in the land of Flosstube has been, of course, Carolyn with Seazook Stitch. I can't go a week without talking about my friend Carolyn, so I've been keeping up on her videos. I checked in today with Laura from Stitching by the Shore. I love Stitching by the Shore. It is a great channel. When I watched today's video, I noticed that she had a haircut, and you know, one of those things where if you don't watch something for a long time and then you're like, oh, you got a haircut. It was probably a long time ago. I don't know, but it has nothing to do with her stitching, but it was still exciting to see. I always enjoy watching her projects and just checking in with her. And then Candy, is it the 614? Yes, the 614 Stitcher. Candy is someone who I know through the Facebook group, the Magazine Monthly Challenge. She joined that challenge group when we first got it started or shortly thereafter. She joins in on our Zoom meetings all the time, and she is a fantastic human being, and she lights up a room. So I've been watching her Flosstube videos just to try to stay in the know. You know, if you don't watch a lot of Flosstube for a long time, and then when you do join in, it's like everything is brand new, and I feel like I missed so much stuff. So I am looking forward to getting back to being caught up in that and getting back to being caught up with all of you guys. I have no giveaways or anything like that. In fact, when I was reorganizing this room, moving stuff around, pulling things out of baskets and whatnot, I found a stack of, there's some stuff, like I used to just mail things to people that I knew, not so much because you won something, but just because I saw it and thought you might like it and wasn't going to do anything with it. So I had some random packages like that put together. I've got a magazine to send out for the Magazine Monthly Challenge group. I found all kinds of old mail, so I got to get that under control before I try to worry about doing any type of giveaway. This is just a check-in with you guys, show you what I've been working on. I have some finishes for the bird wall. Try to get into the Instagram thing for the bird wall Sal. For the bird Sal, I think there's been a few people who have put up some pictures for that. So I'll take some pictures of these and get those put back up. And just to say hi to all of you guys. So again, thanks for being here. I will hopefully see you all. Well, if I don't see you all next week, it'll be the week after. But in the next week or 2, I will be back. I will feel a little bit less like a newbie. It is funny when you take time off from filming and then you go to refilm. Number 1, it takes you 15 tries just to get through your intro because it feels awkward. And number 2, you forget all of the notes to write down and the order to hold things in, and it's the minor things, right? So anyway, I will see you all next time. Happy stitching and have a great rest of your day. Bye.